Y'all ever have a stubborn hose or pipe fitting that you just can't break loose because you can't get any backup or any good force on it? You know, you're smacking it with a hammer or whatever and it just won't turn. Let me show you what I just did. And this takes some creative thinking, so yeah, I'm bragging, okay, because I'm smart. So here's what happened. This hose right here blew on top of Rosie, which, long story short, I should have replaced it months ago. I've had the brand new hose for several months, just forgot, never replaced it. But it finally blew, and it blew in a really awkward position. It's a pain in the butt to get up here. I'm standing up on top of a freaking extension ladder against an oil-soaked boom, but that's besides the point. I actually had this hose off 2 months ago to take in and have the new one built, and apparently I put it back on like some sort of meathead because I could not get this thing broke. I got the lower end broke, the JIC broke easy enough, but I could not get this top end broke. So I was sitting here working on it, beating on it, but this pipe behind it that it's threaded into kept moving, just wiggling in the bracket. I couldn't get any backup. So what I finally did was, thank God, I found this oversized wrench, which it was actually in the little side box there on the excavator where I keep my oil and grease. It wasn't with all the other extra wrenches that I keep in the door of the machine. Anyway, I found it, fits perfect. So I put it on this nut here of that pipe. Then I hooked a chain into the eye of it, wrapped the chain down and around the boom. I think you guys can see that, down and around the boom. Got my chain binder off of the thumb, so now I gotta pin my thumb back up. See if you guys can see that, whatever, my thumbs all fell down, messed up. Got the chain binder off the thumb, hooked the other end of the chain here into my crescent, which is hooked on the actual hex head of the hose. So the reason I did that was because now I had a way to hold backup, because this wrench is effectively wanting to twist this pipe that direction, holding it back that way. And by wrapping down and around the boom, this wrench, of course, is pulling this direction, lefty-loosey, to try to break the nut. And the biggest thing, I didn't actually use the chain binder to break the connection. I just used the chain binder to hold the backup, hold it tight. And then just one little pop with the hammer, and it busted loose. So, yeah, like I said, I'm bragging. I'm proud of that. I'm gonna drop all this mess. Whoops. Oh yeah, wrecking ball. And you can see now, I got the torque broke. I'm able to turn that hose no problem. So, I fought with that for about 30 minutes until I came up with that little creative solution. Just figured I'd share it with you guys. I got the new hose down here in the bucket of Rita. We're gonna get the new hose put on, and then we gotta go to town and get hydraulic oil, because I probably blew out, really not as much as it looks, it coats everything, but I probably blew out at least a gallon or two, but I'm probably getting low anyway. So gotta go to town, hydraulic oil, diesel, and a few other parts. Some bedding for the goats, because we got goats having babies now. Anyway, just wanted to share that idea with you guys. I learned that little trick when I was working in the oil field. Actually, I watched guys, they would make up the torque on smaller pipe where you couldn't use power tongs. They would make up the torque by having two pipe wrenches opposed to each other and then using a chain binder in between them to actually torque the connection, which you could do it to break the torque as well. But yeah, happy I thought of that. You guys pay attention when you're out there working. You're seeing other people do stuff. Always pay attention. You learn little tricks like this. I saw that done, God, 7, 8 years ago. But I remembered, and I pulled it off.